What's up everyone, it's me, it's the Action Figure Freak once again, and everyone keeps talking about these Sonic 3 movie action figures, and I thought it's finally time to get these opened. I already got the Sonic and Shadow action figures, so if you want to see a Tails or Knuckles review too, then just comment it down below. But for today, we're only keeping our eyes on the Sonic figure, which looks pretty promising, so let's get this thing opened. And here he is right out of the box, giving you a quick 360 as always, before I put my fat fucking fingers all over the figure. And I gotta say, I didn't watch any of the Sonic movies. I also didn't play the games that much, but Sonic has always been in a special place in my heart, just because of Mario and Sonic in the Olympic Winter Games, and Sonic Frontiers. The theme song is just amazing. And also he's one of my Smash Bros mains, so like I needed to get one. So yeah, let's get into the articulation. So yeah, let's finally start this for real. For the articulation, what do we have here? So we have a really poor head articulation. So as you see, he can't really look to the sides. Oh no, he actually can. But everything else isn't that articulated, but that's not too bad, I would say. We got ball jointed shoulders, which is pretty nice. So I mean, these are pretty small, they could break probably pretty easy. But we got ball joints. We also have butterfly joints. I didn't expect that at all, but as soon as I've seen it, I was really amazed. Then we have biceps and triceps swivels on the arms, which is just amazing. Swiveled one-jointed elbows, I don't think there isn't double-jointed elbows needed. These are perfectly fine. And swiveled on both sides, so on the forearms and on the biceps side, which is just amazing. We have swivels on the hands and horizontal hinges on both of these. These are pretty tough to bend around, but it's not too bad. And I think that's actually my first action figure with finger articulation. I mean, it's all four fingers on one joint, and it doesn't look that good in most of the poses, but the figure can grab something, and that's pretty cool. We have an upper chest swivel, but as you see, he mostly can just swivel it to the sides. Most of the articulation on the belly isn't that good. What else do we have here? Ball jointed legs. These move way better and more free than I thought. We have one jointed swivels, swiveled knees, the same that are used on the arms. And they actually made a pretty deep cut in here. So this is the fully extended leg. And if you look at that, the joint has a lot of place to run around there. So like, I don't want to keep around with a swivel too much, but as you see, he can move the legs pretty good for a one-jointed leg. Then we also have horizontal hinged feet joints and swivels on here. These are not too good, but I mean they're still pretty good. So like yeah. Okay, and just a few more things to the details. I mean, there isn't that much to say. He comes like with no accessories. We're talking about that later. But first up, we have here on the eyes that effect that we also had on the Mario movie figure that I reviewed, I think, 2 years ago. So they made a translucent plastic over the eyes with a little depth in there. So as you see, these eyes are haunting you. Can kind of look in different directions with that kind of technique. It's not too good, but I mean it's pretty fine, and I think it looks better as it would look on normal printed eyes. We get all over the figure some kind of fur molded onto there, which is pretty nice. The tail here isn't articulated. We got here these boots. I think these are made pretty good. Also here the rims of the boots, where socks go out of there. These are also in pretty good shape, I would say. Also the bands here around the hands, looking pretty nice. I think the print here over the nose is not that good, but that's just such a small part of the figure. The ears looking pretty fine. We get all these little stripes here on the back of his head. These are actually stuck into there, so they are not in the normal mode. They were placed into there. So these are also looking pretty fine, and I also think these are in translucent blue. I don't know, these are pretty nice. But yeah, since that's pretty much all of the figure, let's talk about my rating 1 to 10. Let's pose him around while I do that a little bit. I think this figure deserves a well-earned... that's a hard question. So I would give this figure a rating 7. 7 out of 10 or even higher. So like 8 out of 10. Why is that? I mean, there's a few things that's boring on that. But the price is just amazing. So I gotta say, let's see. Yeah, it's from Jakk's. So not from Jetta Toys. It's from Jakk's. Already thought it's Jetta Toys. But no, Jetta Toys would have done it a little different, I think. But for a Jakk's figure, I would say this is really, really good. And I mean, these are the movie figures. These are meant for kids mostly, but I've seen a lot of adult toy collectors getting this one just because of it got butterfly joints and ball jointed shoulders, which is just really nice. And why does this figure get a rating up on that? I mean, he doesn't even come with accessories. As I said, the price. So I paid like 16 euros on this, and that's kind of half the price. Oh no, I think I paid less than that. I think I've paid slightly over 10 euros. And like, that's a third of a Marvel Legends around Europe. So you gotta think, 10 bucks for this figure, that's just amazing around Europe. And mostly for the articulation. And as I said, I just needed a Sonic in my collection. This looks just way too fun, way too cool, and it can move as good as it should. I mean, a few things ain't that good, but I mean, as I've said, it's like such a cheap price. The Shadow was for 14. Just the Knuckles figure, I think, was the most expensive I've seen on Amazon. For what was it? I think 19. So I might wait on that one till it gets cheaper. But if you want to have a review on it, I'll just order it in the second. And yeah, you'll get these reviews too if you wanna. So if you don't enjoy these, I don't wanna annoy you with another Sonic review and get back to Marvel Legends. But yeah, for now, that's this figure. Hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you have an awesome day. Would be real nice if you could like and subscribe for more like this. And since that's pretty much all for today, it's finally time to say, action out! Whew.